to Ruby Suze. Please leave a message after the tone. See you later. Bye.
Hey Auntie Suze, I've been trying to call you but I haven't been able to get through to you. I hope you're okay and nothing's happened. I'm really worried about you. Where are you?
Hey Suze, tried to call you a few times but haven't heard from you. So just call me when you can, okay? Bye.
Hey Ruby, tried to call you, haven't been able to get through. I hope you're okay. Been really quite worried about you lately. Where have you been?
Where have I been? It's been such a long time since I made a video. I cannot believe it's been 3 months, 3 whole months, 12 weeks since I have been on YouTube, Instagram. I literally, for some of you, it seemed as though I fell off the face of the earth. And before I explain where I've been, I just want to say thank you to every single person who reached out to me. I want to say thank you so much. It meant so much to me. People who I've never seen, never spoken to, have been like, hey Ruby, what's going on? Where are you? I hope you're well. I just want to say thank you so much, and it really meant so much to me, and I apologize once again to everybody who I didn't get back to or I took my time to respond to. I just really needed to kind of push that pause button on life. So many of you who've been on this YouTube journey with me will know that about 2 years ago I had a mental meltdown, and it was a really difficult time for me, for my family, for my children, and I took steps to kind of get better, recover. I went for counselling and things like that, but then I just went back to work. And then I stopped counselling because I thought I was all better. And I was in a better place. I decided to leave that job that I was in at that time. But then, you know, and I decided to kind of go off and discover who I was. And but then the lure of a full-time job spoke to me again. And I got another job, and the pace of life just continued. And the more I discovered who I was as a creative, and started doing more YouTube and Instagram and things like that, the busier life got. I still had 2 very energetic 5 a.m. wakers, uppers, children. I was still married. I was still doing all these things, but something in me was still kind of broken in that kind of, after having the mental meltdown. And I think I didn't pay attention for a long time. I was feeling tired, and then I just started to feel like, I think once you've had a mental meltdown, you kind of notice the signs, and you kind of know that you've been down this road before. I didn't know the first time, obviously, what was going on, what my symptoms were. I just thought I was tired. But this time I noticed that I was really tired all the time, wake up tired, go to bed tired. And my days were already packed. Like, so I'd start my day at 5 a.m. and I try and exercise till about 5:30, and then from there I would get myself ready, get the kids ready, drop them off at nursery, and then go on to work and work a really demanding full-time job as a secondary school teacher. Then I might have after school lessons or marking or planning. I'd do all of that, then I'd come back home and switch on the camera, start recording, then be up till God knows what time editing that video at the same time. I was a full-time youth leader at church. I was also trying to build myself and my reputation as a videographer. I was doing media at church as well. So there were just, life was really full, really full. And I just thought I was tired because I was doing too much. So I stepped back from a few things through other commitments and thought, okay, that should make things better. To be honest, it made a little bit of a difference, but I still felt tired. I still felt drawn. I still felt, everything felt like work. And I just got to the point where I just noticed I was hitting rock bottom, like really low all the time. Everything felt like an emotional battle. And I'd noticed for the longest time that I was going through this cycle. I think it was in April when I noticed the lowest point where I just felt like a zombie. I just can't describe it as just utter despair, just utter like I cannot function like this anymore. Like it was just so bad. It was really bad and really lonely. And nobody could understand, not the doctors, nobody. And so I decided to stop because I felt like if I'd continued any longer, I don't know where I would have been. And I felt like I didn't want what happened to me 2 years ago to happen again. I didn't want my husband to see me like that. I didn't want my children to see me like that. So I decided it would be best for me to just stop. Just stop everything, literally everything, and just work out what was really going on with me. So where have I been? I have been off getting my head checked. I've been off sorting out my head. I have had to really take a look at what is important. And I've been asking myself some really deep questions like, what do I want out of life? What are my core values? Who am I? Who is Ruby Suze? What does she want out of life? What does she do? Who is she? Where does she go? What does she like? I've gone back to counselling and a counsellor that is absolutely amazing and has really forced me to look at childhood memories. My upbringing has made me evaluate, okay, what is a Christian? What does that look like? Who are you in Christ? What is your identity? What does it mean to be Nigerian? What does it mean to be black? What does it mean to be a woman? We only have one life. We only have one life, and we have one calling, and we cannot afford to waste time like chasing after things that are not important. And life is so precious that you need to kind of stop in this time when everything is at such a fast pace. There's Snap this, Instagram TV, and I know it doesn't make sense when I'm out here trying to be like this social media like heavyweight, but you need to, I've just needed to step away and stop. The only thing I can say is I've just slowed down life. I've just done everything in slow-mo. Everything. I'm just doing everything in slow-mo now. So things are about to change on this channel. Lots of exciting things planned. I am back in full force. I want to thank you once again. You've just been incredible. I just can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. And if you want to know what and see what I've got coming up, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video.